Did you know that your strategy, your business strategy, and all that structure and formation is killing your business a little bit? Did you know that? Well, today, don't worry, we're going to give you full permission to release a bunch of that structure that's holding you back, that's keeping you choked up, that's getting in the way of your glory. And we're going to use some tantric principles to help you grow your business faster, easier, and more in alignment. This is exactly how, or one of the principles, because I don't believe in teaching methods, but this is one of the principles that I have used to grow mine and my partners' businesses from literally zero to multiple 5-figure and on occasion 6-figure months in less than a year. This exact premise is going to make a massive difference in your business. And as you can see, it's completely unscripted because we've thrown a little bit of structure out the window. So join me down the rabbit hole. I cannot wait to share with you this revolutionary concept that is going to make a massive difference in your business. For those of you that are brand new, my name is Stephanie Jaie, the erotic and tantric alchemist. I spend most of my day reading ancient esoteric texts and meditating and really dropping into my own truth as well as the truth from ascended ancient masters. That might be Tantra, it might be Neo-Tantra, it might be Hermetics, it might be Tarot. I can't even, there's like a million different things that I read these days. So it's a little bit all over the place. But what I want you to know is that I pull from a large variety of different lineages of which I am involved in, both through Buddhism and through Egypt and through shamanism and a few different areas. So you can trust the information that's shared on this channel. But I also want you to know that it is also my own unique voice. This is coming from divine through my filters. And so I want that to be shared here as well. Now on this channel specifically, I make sure that we ground everything in 3D reality because I believe very strongly that it is super useless for you to be spiritual if you don't know where your next meal is going to be coming from. And because here in the West, we do not have a monastic style of living, spirituality needs to function in alignment with the 3D realm. So that is what we focus on here today. You will see us fusing sexuality with spirituality, pleasure with joy, and really just having a little bit of fun and maybe even a little bit of mischief. So if all of that sounds good to you, then you are definitely in the right channel. If that doesn't sound good to you, you can leave now because that's what I'm going to be talking about. I won't fault you, I promise. If that sounds amazing though, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know how YouTube works. Let me know what you love about these videos and help other people find these videos by going ahead and sharing them. Okay, let's talk business. Yeah? Let's talk business. So here's the thing that I see. Here's the challenge that I see with so many of my clients. And guys, this is so pervasive that my partner Cian and I are actually launching a business accelerator for conscious business owners to help alleviate some of these problems. Because what it kills me to see these amazing, energetic, spiritual beings that have these incredible gifts that they want to share and are excited to share for the world. And they can't get them into the universe. They can't get them out there because they're blocking themselves thinking that they need the fanciest funnel or that they have to follow this very specific structure or they have to have a certain number of followers on Instagram or whatever the case might be, whatever the story might be. Or that it has to be perfect. I just had a call earlier today with a woman who's like, I'm confused. And the reason she's confused is not because the divine download isn't coming, but because she's trying to push it through the filter of what other people have told her she has to do, of other people's formulas. And the strategy and the structure that she's been binging for the last year is literally killing her vision and her business. Okay, now I know we live in a world, especially in business, where we love strategy, we love structure, we love repeatable results. We get addicted to knowing that we have that level of security. And so strategy and formulas and guaranteed success are what we buy. But guys, that's not the way it was ever meant to work. And if it did work that way, riddle me this. If it did work that way, then why doesn't everybody just buy Tony Robbins' one program and the world is solved and everybody's running their dream business, right? Or why doesn't everybody just do the Business by Design by James Wedmore? By the way, both these programs I love, but I don't want you to get caught up in them. The James Wedmore, Business by Design, or Catherine Zankina's Manifestation. She's not the only manifestation coach on the planet for a reason. right? So we have these different influencers. We have the Teal Swans, we have the Oprah Winfreys, we have the Gabby Bernsteins, because different people need different messages, and your business and your own divine energy is exactly the same way. And all I can see really in the conscious business environment, whether you're a coach, whether you have a social startup, whether you have a really cool product or like a vertical farming or something that's going to change the world, this still applies to you. It is so important for you to not get caught up in following the A plus B equals C mentality that everybody else is following, that everybody else is trying to sell you. It is so important that you need to figure out your own methodology. I'll admit, sometimes it looks like it's going to take longer, right? I get that. You know, so many clients come to me and they've invested like thousands of dollars in this framework and this system, and how to get your first 100 clients, and then how to convert your first 100 clients into leads, and then how to close 10% of your leads. And they've spent so much, like years sometimes, in this thing, and it hasn't worked. And the second they come and they work with me and we tap into their authentic energy, their energy signature and their inner voice and their inner spirit, it takes them no time at all to actually figure out what it is they want to do, how to talk to their customer, and then how to actually go ahead and start making the impact that they want to make in the world. But they could never do any of those things until they drop the structure. One of my clients this morning, I had a call with her. She's about to go on a vacation to Hawaii, and she's bringing all of this structure with her because she's gonna like force this program to come out of her. And I literally, her homework for me this next 3 weeks before we connect again was, don't do any work. And it's probably gonna be the hardest work she's gonna do probably ever. That might be the hardest homework I've ever given anyone. Don't do any work. Why? Because you've got this big, beautiful, like glittery ball of Play-Doh floating around, and you're trying to shove it through the square that is this big of what it needs to look like based on other people's structure. And what happens is you get this like, sure, you get this like little glittery Play-Doh square goopy thing, but all of this magic over here is lost. And all of the magic over here is what is calling in the souls that you are meant to impact. Because if you are a conscious entrepreneur, you are not just worried about money. Yes, you are worried about money because, again, you need to eat, you need a roof over your head. I'm all for good people making good money, but it is not the only reason you're getting out of bed in the morning. It is not the only reason you are running this organization. You are running this organization because you want to change the world. You are running this organization because you want to have an impact. It's not just about the money. The money helps the impact. Am I right? Let me know in the comments if this aligns for you. And if that's the case, then you need to be able to do it from a soul-aligned place. Your customers that you are meant to impact, whether, again, you're selling plants or crystals, or you're a coach, or you're a therapist, or whatever it is that you could be selling cars for all I care. I don't actually care what it is. Whatever it is that you're selling, the people that you are meant to impact cannot find you if your beauty of this big ball of glittery, sparkly Play-Doh is being squeezed through a little square box that's this big. So please, permission to break the rules. Please take this as permission to color outside the lines. If this is resonating for you and you're like, shit, I have absolutely been squashing my own genius and not allowing my magic to come through, then you are dampening your own energy and you're dampening your own success, and you're actually making it way harder on yourself than you need it to be. So I invite you to consider, is it possible for you to be more of yourself? Is it possible for you to drop the structure that you have been given by somebody else outside of you and stop thinking that anyone other than your own internal spirit knows how to attract your ideal clients? Now, if this sounds edgy to you, I know it can be. And that is why, as I mentioned, my partner Cian and I are actually launching a Conscious Business Accelerator program. You are going to be able to access the preview link information for that down below. We are launching the very first round this summer of 2021. And if you are a conscious business entrepreneur who is experiencing Cian just like, do you want to come? I'm not on a live, I'm on making a YouTube video that you just ruined, by the way.
That's hardly ruined.
Your face is ruining it. This is conscious business.
This
you
is
guys.
conscious business.
Okay, can you get out of here? Because I was almost done and now I've completely lost my train of thought. This is what happens when you don't have a script. Boundaries.
You don't need a script, love.
Boundaries in a relationship. Okay, get out of here.
Do you remember when you used to jump into all my YouTube videos?
He has a point. Go away. So that's the wonderful dynamic that you will get to experience on the Conscious Business Accelerator program. That is literally what every single one of our days looks like when we are working together. So if you're excited about that energy being infused into your business, or if you're just sick of all of the structure, then guys, the Conscious Business Accelerator is definitely something you want to look into. Again, the links are down below. However, if that is not available for you, or if you're not interested in that, I want you to still have some tools so that you can start leaning into allowing your energy to really come through. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and have a friend or a family member take a look at your social presence, someone that knows you really well, somebody that's been around for a few years at least. Longer is better, and you can do this with more than one friend. And I want you to have a conversation with them about writing down who they think you are. If they were to describe you, what are your benefits? What are your characteristics? What are the things you're really good at? What are the things that you suck at? What are their favorite memories of you? What do they think of every time? How do they feel every time they think of you? Okay, so a full 360-degree review of who you are as a person. What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What colors come to mind when they think of you, right? Just let them brain dump it. And then once that is done, step 2 is I want that friend, and by the way, you can do this on yourself as well, just to see, but it's more powerful if somebody can mirror it back to you. I want that same friend to then go and look at all of the places that you show up online in your business specifically. I don't want this to be this is my friends only profile. I want this to be your business profile, okay? What does your business Instagram, your business TikTok, your Facebook page, your Medium articles, wherever it is that you're showing up online, what kind of energy comes off of you there? Is it the same for each of the different places? Is each place different? How is it different? And really do an analysis of your social media or your online presence, wherever it is you're showing up. Now, obviously, this is not a small task, so you're going to want to ask 1 or 2 people who are really close to you and maybe bribe them with like pizza, wine, and chocolate, or maybe some flowers, like you'll know how to say thank you. But this is a really, really beneficial practice for you to start to get a handle on. Are you actually authentically showing up online, or is the structure that you think you need to have really blowing up your business? And the more you can get into energetically bringing all of yourself into your online spaces, even if that means you have random interruptions from your partner on YouTube, and he wasn't even wearing pants, you guys. Thankfully, that didn't show up in the video. But that authenticity is key. It is key in 2021. People want that. They love that. They feel that. We want to buy from people we trust. And in the era of questionable information online, we will say, authenticity is really important. People can smell it. When your full energy isn't in your business, they can feel it, they can smell it, but they don't know what it is. They just know it doesn't feel authentic. So my invitation for you is to step into more authenticity, to have either do it yourself or ideally do it with a friend, do this practice. And if you learn something and you're a conscious business entrepreneur, I want to help you change the world. So please consider the Conscious Business Accelerator. Again, the links are down below. I would love to help you fuse the balance of your own authentic, true energy, just like we do on this channel. Guys, this accelerator is going to be spiritual AF. It's going to be woo AF. We're going to have rituals, and it's going to talk about business, and it's going to talk about finance, and it's going to talk about how to hire a team. It's going to have a beautiful structure of both, because that is what's required to change the world. Spirituality fused in 3D reality. We have a course for that. So let me know in the comments if this is something that you're interested in, if you're willing to join us. I'm really excited about it. I haven't been that excited about a program since I downloaded the SEA, and that changed 30 women's lives. So I'm really excited for this to be bigger and better and more amazing. I'm excited to welcome you in. And regardless, I would love to know, when you did this exercise with your friends, what did you learn? What did you discover? How authentic are you showing up online, and what are you going to do about it? Let us know down below, and make sure you guys that you hit the like and the subscribe button so we can help you every single week with more ways to fuse spirituality into 3D results so we can change your life. Thank you so much for being here. And I, and maybe Cian again, we'll see you next week, 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Central. Mwah.